One of the most amazing stories of the awliya from the annals of history is the story of Sheikh Ahmed al-Rifa'ee rahimahumullah. He was a descendant of the Messenger Sallallahu, Alaihi Wasallam, a great wali from the 6th century. In the year 551, he had undertaken the journey of Hajj from the southern part of Iraq where he used to reside. So he traveled all the way down towards the Haramain and he performed his Hajj. Then after performing Hajj, he went to Madinatul Munawwara, the city of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now in those days, there was a special entrance for the family of the Prophet to make their salam and to greet the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he went to that door, but the guard standing there didn't allow him in. So he felt very, very disappointed and hurt. And then he went to the normal place where we all present our salat and salam. And while standing over there, he said certain couplets of poetry. And he said, في حالة البعد كنت أرسل روحي تقبل الأرض عنه وهي نائبتي وهذا دولة الأشباه قد حضرت فامدد إلي يدي كي تحظى بها شفتي. He said, O Nabi of Allah, while I was in a distant land of Iraq, I used to send my ruh to come make salat and salam to you. And as my ruh would be coming on this auspicious journey, it would be kissing the ground as he would come along. And now the moment has come for me to stand here before you. And he said, O Nabi of Allah, famdud ilayya yadayya. Please stretch out your hand to me so I may kiss your hand. And the hand of the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came out from behind. And 7,000 people were witness in Masjid Nabawi. And Ahmed al-Rifa'ee rahimahumullah kissed the hand of the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This was the intense love that he had for the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's an active relationship that we continue to build on all the time. The relationship that we have with our Master Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And what a great Nabi Allah has granted us. Allama Busayri in the Qasida Burda says, فَاقَ النَّبِيِّينَ فِي خَلْقٍ وَفِي خُلْقٍ وَلَمْ يُدَانُوهُ فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْكَرَمِ وَكُلُّهُمْ مِنْ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ مُلْتَمِسٌ غَرْفًا مِنَ الْبَحْرِ أَوْ رَشْفًا مِنَ الدِّيَمِ. That Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam surpassed all the Anbiya Alayhi Salatu Wasalam in his outer beauty and his inner beauty. And all of them will be in need of him on the day of Qiyamah. Some will be getting sips and some will be getting splashes of his mercy. Hassan bin Thabit rahimahumullah, the poet, he said, وَأَحْسَنَ مِنْكَ لَمْ تَرَقَتْ عَيْنُ وَأَجْمَلُ مِنْكَ لَمْ تَلِدِ النِّسَاءُ خُلِقْتَ مُبَرًّا مِنْ كُلِّ عَيْبٍ كَأَنَّكَ قَدْ خُلِقْتَ كَمَا تَشَاءُ. More beautiful than you, O Nabi of Allah. No eye has seen. No person has given birth to anyone more handsome than you. You are so perfect, it is as though you had chose your qualities and were born with those qualities. So we need to build our relationship with the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and there are several things that we need to do on a daily basis. The first thing is we recite salat and salam upon the Master Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam at least 100 times. The compilation of the 40 duroods by Hazrat Sheikh Muhammad Zakaria rahimahullah, if we have the opportunity, read that on a daily basis. The second thing we should do is we should follow every sunnah of the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And amongst his sunnah is to keep your heart clean from malice. The third thing we should do, we should always be reading a book on his seerah. And there are so many beautiful books. The Siratul Mustafa, the Seerah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by Dr. Ali Shalabi, and so many others. That is the third thing. The fourth thing we should do, when we have the opportunity, and it should be our desire, to visit the city of Madinatul Munawwara. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Man zarani ba'da mamati فَكَأَنَّمَا زَارَنِي فِي حَيَاتِي. The person who visits me after I've left this world, it is as though that person has visited me in my lifetime. There was a tabi'i by the name of Muhammad ibn Ubaidullah. And he says, one day I was sitting in Masjid Nabawi, and there was a Bedouin who came into the masjid, and he was addressing the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he read the verse, وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ إِذْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ جَاءُوكَ فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفَرَ لَهُمُ الرَّسُولُ. That if they come to you, O Nabi of Allah, and they've asked Allah forgiveness, and the messenger seeks forgiveness on their behalf, then they will find Allah to be most forgiving. This Bedouin came into the masjid reading this verse, and then he read certain couplets. يا خير من دفنت بالقاع أعظمه فطاب من طيبهن القاء والأكم نفس الفداء لقبر أنت ساكنها فيه العفاف وفيه الجود والكرم. He recited this poetry, and Muhammad ibn Ubaidullah says that I fell into a sleep, a slumber, and he says I seen in a dream that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came to me and he said to me that Bedouin who has asked me to seek forgiveness on his behalf, go to him, find him and tell him that through my shafa'ah and my intercession, he has been forgiven. So by visiting Madinatul Munawwara, we gain this privilege that we are able to request that the Master Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asks for forgiveness on our behalf. May Allah grant us all the shafa'ah of Habib Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.